felt in my heart. I was a black belt, second degree black belt at that time, under the International Tang Soo Do Federation. I'm currently a 6th Dan Master of Tang Soo Do. And I kept feeling a lot of tugs in my heart to help young people, because I'm someone who grew up in a very less fortunate situation. And by the grace of God, I ended up doing very well for myself. All glory to God, really. But what I would do before I went on the air at Fox News in Denver is I would go to the ghetto of Denver, and I started a martial arts program through the Salvation Army. And I didn't really know what I was doing at that time, but I got to tell you, there were a lot of reasons why everybody was trying to get me quit, including the executive producers of Fox News in Denver. They had 3 drive-by shootings that one summer that I started my martial arts program there. These were the teenagers right from the center. There was a lot of gang violence going on in particular summer in 2000. And you know what? I didn't quit. That's that indomitable spirit that I was taught through traditional Tang Soo Do, and I know what I'm talking about. Instead, I went in and I took over all their programming, because their program director had quit 2 weeks before because of gang issues. And I stayed there for 3 years, and I worked one-on-one with inner city kids. Red, yellow, black, and white. I call them my kids, and I'm very protective of them all, even to this day. But what happened was, because I started it through the Salvation Army, is that being a worldwide organization, they picked it up and it went all over the world within a matter of 3 years. So now I have affiliates in my Blood and Fire Federation in Africa, East Europe, Moldova, all over the United States, and it's basically instructors like you and I who we don't really need the money, but we want to make a difference in our community, because I know a lot of you in this room, like me, you grew up under underprivileged situations, and I know it's somewhere in your heart to help out, and I want to extend that offer to you as well if that's something you're interested in doing. But I also want to say we certainly would appreciate your prayers, because every one of my instructors, and now I have 3 schools under me, I have black belts that were literally homeless people that trained with me for 10 years, and when they became an instructor, they went back out and they started their own programs. You know, this is it's not a comfy situation to teach in. This is some of the worst parts of the world, and you know, I didn't know that it was going to happen like that, but it was basically not quitting. And I know you know what that feeling is, to not quit. I'm now, in the last couple of years, moved into Native American reservations, and I have a lot of nationalities. Cherokee is one of them. I'm a tribal member, but I have many. And I'm working with other martial arts masters who are of Native descent. Where's David Littleson? Raise your hand, sir. David Littleson, Master Littleson, he's here. From Oklahoma. Thank you, sir, for your work with the Pawnee, the Delaware Indians, and also Cherokee Nation. We appreciate that. We're going to be doing some work together. But anyway, if you're busy and you don't have time to go out and do what we do, and you know, your prayers are definitely appreciated, and your sponsorship is definitely appreciated. These things take money, and none of us are getting rich off of it. We're just trying to do what we call God's work. So I just want to thank you for letting me have a few minutes to tell you about what I do with inner city martial arts. And again, please keep us in your prayers. God bless you. Thank you for that.
It was -12 when we started the battle. So I'm going to introduce a man who has been very dear to our entire martial arts effort here in the United States. You know, NASCA, PKA, and other things. He's done a great job in his new profession as an attorney as well. But the award he's going to receive tonight is going to be an award that is coming from one of my mentors, a man, as Mr. Bowen introduced earlier, Grandmaster Pat Johnson. Now, Pat Johnson choreographed all the Karate Kid movies, Karate Kid 1, 2, 3, and 4, Ninja Turtles 1, 2, and 3, Mortal Kombat, Batman and Robin. He had a TV series called WMAC Masters, and he was also involved in Enter the Dragon. So over $1 billion worth of film was produced under his direction, you know, making the people on the screen just look terrific. He was not in front of the camera very much, except on Enter the Dragon, and he was the referee in the Karate Kid film. But what he did behind the scenes was just really incredible. The reason that I helped Grandmaster Bowen dedicate this book this year to Master Johnson was because of the things that I've seen him do for so many people. Charlie was telling us earlier tonight that just before the Ninja Turtles went on the air, that he got a call from Pat Johnson saying, would you like to be a Ninja Turtle? And Charlie said, shoot, yeah, I'd like to be a Ninja Turtle. So he tells his mom, and his mom says, no, you're going to be a lawyer. So, she didn't play to go to California. So my dad died when I was 10 years old, and in a lot of the things that you'll read these days about the boy crisis and the war against boys, there's a lot of people who believe that in the schools there's a war against boys, which is a role that we can really play. And in the boy crisis, you learn about what happens when there are boys without a dad, so they're called dad-deprived boys. And dad-deprived boys are the kinds of young men that, you know, go in and shoot up schools, and they're the kind of boys that become great gang members because they find a family there. So I was 25 years old when I accepted Chuck Norris as he invited me to come out and train with him in California. And when I got out there, he was busy, and so he handed me off to Pat Johnson. Pat Johnson became my surrogate dad, if you will. But he's, because of his youth and vitality, you know, I really treated him like an older brother, except when we were alone and he would command me to do something, and I would say, yes, Dad, I would do it for him like that. And he would always, if I had a problem with television or I had a problem with fighters and so forth, he would always be there with the right word at the right time. So he impacted my life as a competitor. He impacted my life at the Battle of Atlanta. And he impacted our life in the karate studios. So we decided to put his name up for consideration, and I want to thank Master Bowen for really considering doing that. So on your books, you'll see Grandmaster Pat Johnson here as he currently looks. He went for the shaved head look, I guess, in honor, Dan, of many of your fellow fighters, you know, with a shaved head. But he was such a great competitor. He captained the Chuck Norris team, and I think they went through 102 team matches with no losses until they faced, of course, Jeff Smith and the Jim Reed team here in D.C., and then they lost to them. Which leads me to this. We asked Master Johnson who he thinks in the martial arts would be the right person to receive the very first Pat Johnson Benevolence and Leadership Award. And he said there's a young man that, you know, I always liked. I wanted him to be a turtle, but he decided to be an attorney. And I said, well, I mean, how can you argue with that? So in the process, the other people that are going to receive these first three awards, the other two are going to be Pat Johnson's original mentor here in the States, Chuck Norris, and then also Dan Cathy, who's the chairman of Chick-fil-A, that you may know. And so these are for people who are showing real giving traits and have this tremendous leadership. So this award that we're going to present to Charlie Lee says, the Pat Johnson Lifetime Leadership and Benevolence Award presented to Charlie Lee for your decades of providing inspiration, guidance, mentorship, leadership, and generosity, giving time, skills, and direction to change the lives of those young hearts and minds of Team Charlie Lee, NASCA, PKA, and of course the Charlie Lee family. So he's become as great an attorney as he was a competitor, and I want to introduce you to Charlie Lee. Sir.
Good evening. Good evening. It's so good to see so many of my old friends. I hadn't seen Cynthia probably 3 decades, and I remember we used to compete back. Remember when Region 10 was all you old timers, and there are a lot of you in here that are old timers. You know, it's great to see one of my heroes. He doesn't know this, but Dan Severin, I watched him in the early UFC days, and he is the baddest man on the planet. I mean, he was awesome. I love watching him. Another person who was one of my mentors and my big brother instructor who gave me the opportunity to compete on the national circuit. He trained me while he was the world's greatest forms competitor ever, John Chung. Sitting big sister, Helen Chung Ciliatis, who I want to thank Mr. Bowen for hosting this. I mean, this is pretty awesome to honor all of you. Dennis Brown, you know, there used to be so many tournaments in this area, but the cream rises to the top, and Dennis Brown seems to be the lone survivor of these big tournaments. He is Dennis is truly the glue that holds the DMV together. He really is. And of course, Joe Corley, who has promoted it out of Atlanta and has given us all the platform to compete, be televised, and be able to do what we do so well, which is martial arts. For those of you who know me personally, I really don't like the spotlight. There are others that are so much more deserving of this Pat Johnson Award, but I proudly accept this in celebration of all of you. So thank you. I met Pat Johnson 30 years ago. He is such a gentleman, was and is. He was doing the Karate Kid. I remember watching that, and Mr. Miyagi, wax on, wax off. And we all learned also to mop the floor, right? Dust the furniture and clean the closet when we were little kids. So we did more than just that. And Joe's right, when this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie came about, I was pretty good at karate, and I was winning a lot of tournaments, and he asked me if I wanted to be a Ninja Turtle. Ninja Turtle, no one knew what that was. And I was like, okay. And I told my mom that I'm going to become the next Bruce Lee, and I'm going to go to Hollywood. And, if you ever had a Korean mother, and the looks of it, not many of you have, but you listen to your mother. So I ended up going to law school and having a career in the law. I want to talk a little bit about my master instructor, the late Grandmaster. They call him the Supreme Grandmaster, June Reed, 10th degree black belt. And as all of you know, he passed this past May. And they gave the eulogy at his memorial, and he's going to be sorely missed by all of us. And I want to share a story that I shared at the memorial. In 1988, I was in Kowloon, Hong Kong, demonstrating Taekwondo with Grandmaster Reed and his daughter Mimi. And at that time, I had a pretty big head. I had won every major tournament in the country, and I thought I was really something else. And I was performing there, and this little 10-year-old boy came up to me after one of my performances, and didn't ask for a picture, didn't ask for an autograph, and didn't even compliment my performance. And he looked at me, and pointed his finger, and he goes, "You must have a great teacher." And that was such a profound statement, and it really changed my life. And I realized that who I was the result of someone else, and that was my teacher. And that's what all of you are. And June Reed preached a message of truth, beauty, and love. And this was his message. It was a very simple one. That if you're truthful, that the people will see the beauty in you. And if you're beautiful, you are loved. And if you're loved, you are happy. And that was his core message. And we are all in the business of martial arts. And you think of martial arts as kicking and punching. But what we're really in the business of is character building. And we build character for the youth and all of our students to become great things. In my profession, I work with a lot of what I would call wealth, a lot of rich people who get there without a lot of integrity. And they are not well liked. And I can imagine in their lives, they may have a lot of money, but they are not happy. We as martial artists, we may not be rich in the pocketbook, but we are rich with integrity, respect, and decency. And that is what gives us happiness, to give that to all the kids that we teach. I say this every time that we speak, that martial arts is truly a gift, and I'm so honored to be part of that community. Because in this world and in this society, there is so much hate and racism that goes on. But in martial arts, if you look around, white people, black people, Hispanic people, Asian people, men and women, we treat each other with respect. And that is why when you go to these martial arts events, you don't see racism, because we're martial artists, because we share a common brotherhood that we call martial arts. So thank you for being you, and this whole night is dedicated to everyone here who participates in the martial arts and teaches children how to become great people with great character. Thank you.
Sharing of your knowledge is so different from any other sport, so you are really in a class of your own. Martial arts is really all about giving back and mentoring. You're all lifelong teachers, which makes you really superior to all others. Your encouragement of sport participation and the encouragement of those around you and your students. And the promotion of health, life, and fitness for one's entire life, which is very different because when somebody's playing football, when they finish, they're off the grid. Our world needs a lot of help. It's up to us as individuals to do our part. So you want to be the change that you wish to see in the world. True success is making a difference by inspiring, helping others, and most importantly, giving back. When you give, you get. The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. We make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give. When you focus on making a difference in other people's lives, it is truly your life that improves the most. As you move through your career, do not fail. Do not fear failure. We all share adversity, challenges, obstacles, the failures and the successes. Everyone fails. I've failed many times. In fact, I have a plaque in my office. You know, with the metal plates, you know, where you inscribe things. There are 30 plates. I filled it up 20 years ago. I just stopped doing plaques. We all fail. It's just part of the learning process. How you handle failure will define your character and how your story will end. This is what separates the winners from the losers. Part of the journey to greatness is accepting that you will fail. At that moment of failure, you are tested. Tested to see if you have what it takes to be successful in life. How badly do you really want it? You either quit, give up, stay down, or you get up and you rise. Make a commitment to yourself to do whatever it takes to be a good example for the youth. And you're going to have some speakers later that are going to tell you how important, because the youth is truly our future. The people coming, it's not so much about us, but what are we growing for the future? Winning is not only on the field, in a ring, or on stage, but also in this game called life. Never allow your mind to negotiate with your will to succeed. The people here tonight will all tell you the same thing. If you're world champions, grandmasters throughout this room, and throughout this entire room. It takes years of focus, discipline, commitment, and relentless drive, and a very hard work ethic, which I know this room is just filled with people who are driven and have a tremendous work ethic, and ethics as well. It's about having a dream, turning that dream into a vision that you set in motion with a goal and a plan. Know your goals. Ask yourself, what do you really want? And decide if you have what it takes, and know that it will require all of you. I like the thought of chew it up and spit it out. Write your goals down, your dreams, your vision, on a piece of paper, whatever it may be. On another piece of paper, write down your fears, the obstacles or roadblocks that you fear will prevent you from achieving these goals. Once you see what you want to achieve, make a wholehearted commitment to do whatever it takes to get there. Pick up the piece of paper with the obstacles, put it in your mouth, chew on it, spit it out. When someone asks you what you had for breakfast, tell them, my obstacles. You must not quit, because winners never quit and quitters never win. Opportunity does not knock, it presents itself when you beat down that door. What you achieve, what you get by achieving your goals is not as important of what you become by achieving your goals. Perseverance is failing 19 times and succeeding on the 20th try. Persistence overcomes resistance. Perfection is not attainable, but if we chase perfection, we may catch excellence. Whether you think you can or think you can't, you're right. Life is 10% of what happens to you and 90% of what you do about it. The question isn't who's going to let me, the question is who's going to stop me. Again, you want to ask yourself, what will your legacy be? What do you want to be remembered for? You be the change that you wish to see in the world. There is no greater satisfaction than knowing you had a positive impact and you made a difference. And everyone in this room has made a far greater impact on the young people that you have taught than you could possibly imagine. These kids, during their adversity, during their challenges, during these times when they think the world is just closing in on them, they're going to think of their sensei and their teacher. They're going to think of you, and they're going to get up and they're going to go at it again. You can get everything you want in life if you will just help enough people to get what they want. This is the true essence of a martial artist: teaching, sharing, giving back to others as a tradition. And we must always strive to do better than our previous best. And the reason I entered back into the martial arts world is because even though I interact with athletes in so many different sporting arenas, I've trained the Olympics and freestyle wrestling and powerlifting and all the strength records and stuff, the thing that impresses me the most is the modesty, the sharing, and the self-respect. And I think one of the things that we need to do more in the martial arts community is to come together, all the different styles, whether you're East Coast, West Coast, Shotokan, Taekwondo, Jiu-Jitsu, whatever it is, we need to work together as a family, together as a force, and we could double the size of the number of young people involved in martial arts, easily. You guys are the true heroes. You guys are the true warriors. Not necessarily UFC. I enjoy UFC like everybody else, and I enjoy all this stuff. But you guys are the real warriors. These guys are not setting the right example, the way they treat each other, and the way they are not mentoring others. It's all about them. It's not about the kids. It's not about your colleagues. It's not about the respect that you guys ingrain in people. So my compliments and my hats are off to all of you in this room. You are the true champions, not those guys on TV. You're the guys that are making the changes in the world, not the people you're watching getting these big contracts. You're the ones, you're better than the football heroes. You're better than the NBA All-Stars. You surpass all of that. And I think by us working all together and coming together as a team between our different styles, parts of the world, and so on, you can help to grow what truly is the greatest sport in the world and the greatest artists and the greatest athletes in the world. Thank you.